Hello students, good morning. Once again welcome back to my class. Let us continue the chapter linear equation in two variables from class 10 mathematics. A pair of linear equations in two variables. In the previous class I have shown you how to represent a situation algebraically and graphically, and there we have drawn the lines and found that the lines are meeting at a point, that is intersecting line is formed, and from there we have also calculated the solution. Let me show you the other type of parallel lines. Means if two lines are given, it can form intersecting lines, parallel lines, or coincident lines. So intersecting lines was already shown to you. I am going to show you how parallel lines are formed with the given equations. So here two equations are given. These two equations form straight line x plus 2y minus 4 equals to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 equals to 0. I have to represent this graphically and check what kind of line we are getting. So first of all, we have to find the solution set. As I have told you, whenever you will find the solution set, keep one of the variable to the left and take everything to the right. So here it is x equals to 4 minus 2y, and here it is 2x equals to 12 minus 4y, or we can say that x equals to 12 minus 4y upon 2, or we can say that x equals to 6 minus 2y. These are the two equations. Let me form their solution set. X, Y, A, B, C. The points are represented by A, B and C. So here if I choose y equals to minus 2 or y equals to 2, so 4 minus 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 4 it will be 0. If I take y equal to 0, then x will be 4 minus 0, that is 4. And if I take y equals to minus 2, or let me take minus 1, so it will be 4 plus 2 is 6. Generally, while finding the solution set, don't take big values, because we have to plot it on the graph paper, and if we are choosing big values, then it may go out of the page of the paper. So generally we used to take small values. Here also here I am taking the points as PQR XY. So if y is 3, then x will be 6 minus 2 into 3, that is 6 minus 6, 0. If y is 1, so 6 minus 2 into 1, 2, that is 6 minus 2 is 4. If y is 0, then 6 minus 0 is 6. So these are the two solution sets obtained from the given equation. Now I am going to represent them on the graph paper by plotting these points on the graph paper. The two equations which was given, and after obtaining the solution set, the points are plotted on the graph paper. The first line, that is x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0, is represented by this line, and the second equation 2x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0 is represented by that line. Now from the figure you can see that both the lines are parallel to each other. Therefore this is the second type. The first one was intersecting lines, and this is the parallel lines. Now if we want to find a solution, then we will not get any solution because there is no common point between these two lines. As they are parallel to each other, they will never meet, hence there is no common point, no common solution. Understood? Here I have taken a 10 small division as 2 unit, therefore 5 small division equals to 1 unit on both the axes, x axis and y axis. This is the way to represent graphically. So next I am going to show you a coincident line, how to represent coincident line on the graph paper. So first of all, let me tell you a situation. Ramesh went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. His friend Sohan saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Ramesh, and he also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for ₹18. There are two situations. In the first situation, the cost of 2 pencil and 3 eraser is ₹9, and in the second case, the cost of 4 pencils and 6 erasers is ₹18. So let me represent these two cases on the graph paper and check what kind of line we are getting. So the two situation that Ramesh bought 2 pencil and 3 eraser for ₹9. So let me take the cost of each pencil. Cost of each pencil as ₹X and eraser as Y. These are the X is the cost of each pencil and Y is the cost of each eraser. So cost of 2 pencil and 3 eraser. So according to the question, cost of 2 pencil is 2x and 3 eraser is 3y, and total cost is ₹9. Therefore, if it is represented to form the solution set, it will look like this: 3y equals to 9 minus 2x, or y is equals to 9 minus 2x upon 3, or it can be written as 3 minus 2x by 3. Okay. Now the solution set. The points are, we have to take 3 points to draw the lines. Actually, we can draw a straight line using 2 points, but according to the rule of CBSE, we must take 3 points. So the first one, if x is here, if x is minus 3, then minus 3 and 3 will be cancelled, minus 1. So if x is minus 3, then 3 and 3 will be cancelled, minus 1, minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2, 3 plus 2 is 5. If x is 0, then the whole thing will become 0, 3 minus 0 is 3. And if x is 4.5, let me take fraction. So if 4.5, then 2 into 4.5 is 9. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So if x is 4.5, then y will become 0. These are the 3 sets of points. Just keep it in mind. Minus 3, 5, 0, 3 and 4.5. I am writing here so that it will be easy for me to plot it in the graph paper. Minus 3, 5, 0, 3 and 4.5, 0. Now the second situation. It is given that Sohan bought 4 pencil and 6 eraser. So if the cost of each pencil is x, then cost of 4 pencil will be 4x, and 6 erasers, cost of each eraser we have taken as y. So cost of 6 eraser will be 6y, and total cost is rupees 18. So 6y equals to 18 minus 4x, y equals to 18 minus 4x upon 6. So by simplification it will be 3 minus 4x upon 6. Therefore, again let me plot these points on the graph paper. So this time the points will be different. Previously I have taken ABC, let me take PQR. So if x is 0 here, if x is 0, then the whole thing will become 0. 3 minus 0 is 3, y will be 3. So if x is 0, y is 3. If x is 3, so 6 cuts 3 is 2. If x is 3, so 3 cuts 6 is 2, 2 cuts 4 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So if x is 3, then y is 1. Just check it. X is 3, 4 3s are 12, 12 by 6 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. Y is 1. And the last one, if x is 6, then 6 will be cancelled. So 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So these are the solution sets for the second situation. Okay. So let me write these points also separately so that I can plot it on the graph paper. So first one is 0 3, second one is 3 1, third one is 6 minus 1. Now let me represent them graphically on the graph paper. So this is the straight line obtained when all the 3 points are joined. These 3 points are the solution set of the first equation. That is minus 3 comma 5, 0 comma 3 and 4.5 comma 0. These are the 3 points, the solution sets obtained from the first equation. A straight line is formed. Now let me represent the second line also. The first solution set of the second line is 0 3. It was represented by P. Now see here, both the point P and B represent the same point. P is also 0 3, so I am writing it twice. Q is 3 minus 1. 3 is the midpoint of 2 and 4. 3 is 1, sorry. 3 comma 1. And the last one is 6 comma 0, 6 comma minus 1. So Q is 3 comma 1 and R is 6 comma minus 1. Now you can see from this graph that the solution set of the second equation also lies on the same line. That is the first line. Therefore, means both the equations represent same lines. So in that case, they are forming coincident lines. So it is generally denoted by double arrow on both sides. To represent, there are two equations. So double arrow. So here I am writing the first equation, that is x plus 2y x plus 2y minus 4 equals to 0. Sorry, 2x plus 3y equals to 9. Sorry. Two x plus 3y equals to 9. This was the first equation, and the second equation is 4x plus 6y 4x plus 6y equals to 18. Since both the equation represent the same line, so I have written the equations on the same line in this way. Therefore, this is known as coincident line. Here I have taken the scale as same as the previous one, that is 10 small division equals to 2 units, that is 5 small divisions equals to 1 unit. 5 small divisions equals to 1 unit. Now here also you can see that if someone wants to find common solution of both the equations, then since the lines, both the equation represent same line, that means there are infinite common solutions, because all the points of both the lines are lying on the same straight line. Understood? That means it has infinite number of solutions. Therefore, a particular common solution will not be obtained here. Now, hope you have understood the whole thing, how to represent a situation graphically and algebraically. Algebraically representation is already done in lower classes also, like 7, 8, 9. In class 10 also we have to represent situation into algebraic form. One I have already shown you, and then we have to convert the algebraic form into graphical form. So there we will obtain three kinds of pair of lines. Either they will be intersecting or parallel or coincident, like this one. Understood? So in the next class I'll show you how to solve equations graphically if they form intersecting lines. So that's all for today. Hope you have understood the part. Try to practice more sums from the textbook. There are so many sums in the textbook. After that, the things will become easier to you. So that's all for today. Let's meet in the next class. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.